Okay, I picked up this Wattz 2.0 projection alarm clock from Costco. It was on sale for $19.99. It lets you charge your iPhone, your AirPods, and iWatch at the same time. Charging isn't as quick as some of the fast chargers, but it's decent. It has a projection clock which you could set to display on the ceiling or wall, 10-watt wireless charger. Temperature and humidity is displayed on the device, and it has a USB-A and USB-C charging port for your devices. That's how you hook up your watch and your ear set. And it's an adjustable charging coil, so you could adjust it to certain phones depending on what you have. It has QI enabled devices compatibility as well. So it's very colorful. It has humidity and temperature indoors, and you could also do outdoor humidity and temperature if you buy an optional device to have it communicate to this. So it's pretty handy. It's got pretty much everything in it but like a radio. The only thing that's really missing is a radio, and I would miss the radio. And it has a smartwatch stand and earbuds, and it has a charging cable management system so that you can hide the cables somewhat. And here's the device itself. It has a power pack. It looks really sleek. And on the back, I'll show you the USB charging ports and stuff. That's just to adjust it so that you have different phone sizes. You can have the coil move up and down. And that's the projector right there. And there's a little knob on there. You can adjust the projector so that you could twirl the projection around like 360 degrees. There's a USB connector for charging and a USB-C connector. That's how you connect your watch and your your ear set. And you got a battery backup there, so if it loses power, it keeps its time. You take this little cover off on the back, and it has all the connectors that you're going to need. It has the watch connector there, and it has the two for the ear pods. It has two like different sizes, so if you have different brands of ear pods, it'll fit nicely in the front. And there's where you put your ear pods. And here's the manual. It's a really good manual. The English is really um, good on it, and you understand what happens. There's a little extra scan code you could do to get more information on the manual if you want. But it's really straight on, right to the point of what you need to know. Surprisingly good manual. I mean, you know what the manuals look like nowadays, but this one actually was written well. I'll just show you some of the pages here. There's the parts that you get with it on the right. It's a really nice product as far as all this stuff goes too. I haven't found a problem with it yet. I think the only thing I had problems with is the alarm isn't that loud, and I'll show you that in a minute. That's how you adjust the projection image on the ceiling or wall. You could spin it around, and you could tell it what to project. There's really no real option here because it shows the outdoor humidity and temperature. And there's the charging ports and the actual wireless charger portion of this. Here's the back of the device again, and I put the power cord in. It's not very easy to find. It took me a while to find that power cord connector, but it works well. And here's the device all set up, ready to go. I set up the time and the date, and it's very easy to use. There's 3 buttons on the front, and I'll show you that in a minute. If you push those 3 buttons on the front, it changes what's displayed on the display. Like right now, it's showing the date and time and the day. But you could also show you the humidity and the temperature on the front too. And I'll show you that in a minute here. That's how you change the date and time. You push those 3 buttons on the front that I just showed. And you can see the temperature and the humidity is showing now. And then I pushed it back. That's if you have an outside sensor, it'll show the outside temperature and humidity as well. And that's if the alarm is set. And that's back to normal, showing the time and date and everything else. It works really well as far as that stuff goes. On the unit, there's a wheel here on the side of this projector. And you could adjust the screen on the ceiling. And you could adjust that wheel and it'll change the direction of the projected image. Okay, this is my iPhone 12. I'm going to charge it on this charging coil here, and it's adjustable in the back to move the charging coil up or down. I guess when you're looking at your phone, you can adjust it as needed. So here goes, and I got my case on here, so it should go through this case. I've never had trouble with it charging through this case. As you move the thing in the back, there's like a lever. You can see now it's charging, but if I had it down, it wasn't really charging. See, it's not charging right now. So I moved the lever up a little bit and it starts charging. It's 71% and it's 405. Let's see how long it takes. You could also put it in sideways and it charges as well. So it's 71% at 404, and you have to adjust this little lever in the back of the coil to adjust till your charger turns on. So after an hour, it went up 30% and got to 98%, which is fine. And that's through a body glove case. I show you the Apple Watch and the AirPods on the clock now, and they connect pretty well. You can see how it's connected. The wires in the back can be hidden within the clock itself. The AirPods are really easy to hide. The watch has a longer cable that you might have to wrap in the back to hide it. And I'll show you that in a second here. Here I'll tilt the clock up a little bit so you can see some of the connections. The USB and USB-Cs right there where the cables go to the devices. And you can hide those cables within the bottom of the unit. You can see the wire coming out for the AirPods in the bottom there, and you could wrap it inside there and cover it. The other cable is not as easy to hide, but you'll be able to hide it decent enough that you won't be able to see it. And this is with the one cable in the bottom. I didn't put the other cable in. I just wanted to show you that it's going to be a little harder to get that second cable in. You can buy an optional add-on sensor here so that you could have the humidity and temperature of the outside. It costs $21.95 for this sensor. The alarm will stop if not snoozed or turned off. So that's pretty interesting that it'll actually stop. So I hit snooze, and you could adjust the amount of snooze time that you have. Like right now it's set to 10 minutes. You could adjust that though. So in the end, the Wattz 2.0 projection alarm clock from Costco for $19.99 is actually a pretty good product if you're interested in something like this. And I think it'll work well for what you need to do.